wisdom, that I may be worthy of conveying his message, and so sanctify his name and bring peace to the world, inshallah. We have gathered here Jewish people from Palestine. I have my colleague, Rabbi Schwartz, who's generation Palestinian, and also generations from the other side of his parents, from Holocaust survivors. Likewise, my father escaped from the Nazis, while his parents, my grandparents, were killed in Auschwitz. We are Jews practicing our Jewish religion, and we will not, with God's help, stray from our religion. Part of our religion is very clear that we are forbidden to steal, to kill, or to even establish a Jewish sovereignty since the destruction of the temple. And the Jewish community in Palestine, as Rabbi Schwartz can attest to you, and all our other colleagues, we have always, since the introduction of Zionism a little over 100 years ago, the Jewish community in Palestine, who are living together in peace and tranquility with their Arab and Muslim neighbors, with a distinctly different religion. We were living in peace. The difference of religion was never an impediment to coexistence. What happened was an introduction of a group of people, Zionists, people who have a nationalist ambition. Theodor Herzl, Ben-Gurion, who distinctly and clearly threw away their Jewish garb, their yarmulkes, the covering of the head, and proudly declared themselves a new Judaism, modern Hebrew, Ivrit, a modern nation, and totally threw under the bus their Jewish heritage, their Jewish religion, and are massacring the people in Palestine and Gaza in the name of our religion. They are brutally beating Jewish people in the name of the Jewish religion, mind you, where you can see how Jews are being brutally beaten. For 76 years, Jews are being brutally beaten. And the world is silent. This is the community that is existing in Palestine. They've been declaring in front of the United Nations, the chief rabbi of Palestine, of the real rabbinate, not this charade, not this bogus Israeli rabbinate. The Ein HaChareidis, the God-fearing community that said, we furthermore wish to express our definite opposition to a Jewish state in any part of Palestine. But the world is silent to our pleas, to our tens of thousands of Jews who are demonstrating tirelessly in Jerusalem and around the world, in Washington and so on. And when we are being beaten, it is a mirror of what is happening to the people of Gaza. We are witnessing in Gaza the senseless, godless genocide, murder, and oppression of the people of Gaza. So our brethren of the Palestinian community is simply pleading for their brothers and sisters. They're coming and demonstrating. And what does the world say to them? You are anti-Semitic. God help us. Anti-Semitism, the textbook anti-Semitism is Zionism. The textbook definition of anti-Semitism is the creation of this state that drove a rift between Jews and Muslims who are living together in this beautiful fabric in the Holy Land for hundreds of years. Properties that were passed down from generation to generation from the Palestinian people. When I go to visit their refugee camps, they plead with us. They embrace us. And they say we want to live together. But in the free Palestine, I've had the honor and privilege to go to the orphanages, to the homes of the Palestinian people, invariably, whether it is in Jerusalem, whether it is in Al-Quds, whether it is in Jordan, whether it is in God's help. They've given me their key to the home. They say all we want is freedom. And what do we see? The Zionists come here to simply poke a stick in the eyes of the Palestinians, and they walk around, they traipse around from one community to another to show they can sell the land, to make advertisements that they're going to sell the occupied land. And lately they're saying, they're putting up signs, they're selling in this land sale, land of Gaza, when the blood is still wet on the ground in Gaza. They are advertising they are going to sell houses in Gaza. Is it right to be silent? Is it fear?
No.
Is it fear to ask of the Palestinian brothers and sisters that they should be silent when they're witnessing the brothers and sisters' blood spilled on the ground, and then their homes are up for sale? Where are they going, the Palestinian people? Simply going to the land sales and saying they have no right. That is all that we are witnessing. We personally bear witness. We personally, as Jews true to our Torah, have gone around to communities from town to town in New Jersey, from town to town in New York. Not because it's a Jewish area, but it's because it's the satanic Zionist irreverence, godliness, godlessness, that they have no feelings for the people, the relatives of people who are being murdered. My Jewish brethren, so many of us, we cry when we talk about our Holocaust, the parents and grandparents who were killed there. How would it feel if some German people who ascribe themselves kin to the Nazis, that they're going to go and sell land? Nobody would accept it. But why is the world silent when people are being oppressed and murdered, and then their homes are being openly sold around the United States and New York? We went with them. Nothing to do because we're anti-Semitic, of course. But the Zionists have somehow a free pass to declare themselves the representation of Judaism. And they have the free pass to watch as the Palestinians are being murdered, and the people of Lebanon, or may it be Syria or Yemen. And they have the free pass to murder Jewish people who oppose them. But we will not be silent. We have a history. The Almighty stood for us and protected us. And therefore, we want you to know that this opposition to the land sale, this opposition is not anti-Semitic. It is pro-Semitic. It is pro that we can live together, Jews and Muslims, in a free land. It is what's right. And we are pleading with our leaders, the political leaders, that you have to look to the God, to the Almighty, who you will have to answer to eventually. It may be practical for you in the short run to support these Zionists because you're being intimidated. But I'll tell you one thing. Ultimately, you will have to face God. Ultimately, you'll have to answer to your grandchildren. You have to answer to the world why you are silent when people were being senselessly murdered, the Palestinian people, when the land was being stolen for them. Sheep, unfortunately, who are being murdered. We are pleading with you. Hear our voice. Look with respect to the Jewish communities around the world, invariably the very religious communities, as in Williamsburg, as in Meah Shearim, Jerusalem, the ones who are true to Judaism. We declare Zionism is not Judaism. Zionism and Judaism is diametric